Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a video showcasing all of the things that I made in 2020. Even though the general mood for the better part of the year was one of stagnation and uncertainty for a lot of people because of the coronavirus that led to a lot of people feeling very unproductive, I actually did get quite a few things done and a lot of things that I'm really proud of, so I figured I wanted to show them to you guys in a video. A lot of this is me going to say that I made something for a specific event and then promptly saying that the event was canceled. But I did go ahead and make a lot of the stuff that was on my list because I was off from work for 2 months. So what else was I supposed to do? So starting off in January, I made 3 Fire Emblem collars that I then created patterns for. Those patterns are now on my Gumroad. I made them for Byleth, Hilda, and Flame, which are the 3 girls from Fire Emblem that I plan on cosplaying. The second thing that I ended up working on was my Byleth Mayday dress, and I call it my Mayday dress because I was going to wear it to Mayday, but as you can anticipate, May was after every lockdown, so no events in May happened. But I did end up finishing this entire dress before then. It's really, really cute. I really like the pattern that I used. Christina was going to make a version of Timeskip Claude to wear with me to the event, which she kind of has done, so eventually we probably could shoot that when the weather is nice again. The third thing that I made, and this is an exclusive right here, I haven't posted it anywhere because it was supposed to be a surprise, and that is for Boppy from Yu-Gi-Oh! Reigns. I still haven't shot the full look together, but I finished every part of her. This was supposed to be a surprise because literally the week after lockdown started, we were supposed to go to Yu-Gi-Oh! Everything's house to record Talkin' Yu-Gi-Oh! His podcast with him and do a cosplay episode, and I was going to wear Boppy as a fun surprise, and Christina was going to wear I, but that obviously didn't happen because the world shut down. So hopefully when we can travel again, we will be able to go to his house and record that episode. The next thing on this list is a pink dress that I made to both wear as Hilda at ASEN, but also for a formal event my company was going to have in June. Both of those things obviously were canceled. This dress was probably the worst thing I made this year. Not in terms of construction, I really like the pattern, but it was so ungodly itchy. I think that just the fabric I chose was bad, and if I was going to make this again, I definitely would either serge all of the seams or put like a bias binding on them, or like create a lining of some kind, because it just wasn't wearable. I could wear it for photos for like 20 minutes at a time, but after that I was like, this is so ungodly itchy, I can't wear it. So I took a bunch of photos of it just for reference, which you are seeing now, and then I ended up donating it. This is probably one of the last pre-lockdown things that I made, and it was my Clara cosplay from Pokemon. I designed and printed her shorts and shirt, and then I made her jacket. I still haven't finished some of the smaller details on her, but I'm hoping to get those done in the next couple weeks. I was planning on wearing her on what was going to be the first ever Pokemon Safari Zone in Philadelphia, which was going to be so exciting, my home city. I managed to get tickets on Saturday, and then of course it was canceled because of the coronavirus. So hopefully they redo it in the future because the area they chose is so beautiful and I'd love to wear her there. But as for now, she is just sitting in the back of my closet waiting to be finished. So now we're getting into the mid-March era when the lockdown was happening, and that was that I finished Edelgard. The last things that I was working on for her was her cape. I got the applique done from a friend and I ironed it on, and then this is the sort of test fitting I did with all of the main pieces. As I'm sure you've seen, I already have a video tutorial on her wig that I did last year, and I do have another thing up on my Gumroad that's kind of like a cosplay guide work log of the entire process of her costume. With Edelgard done, the next big Fire Emblem cosplay that I ended up working on was Hilda, her timeskip design. I basically made her from my entire 2-month stretch off of work from like early April until the end of May. I'm really happy with how she turned out. I love all of the fabric choices that I did, and yeah, I'm really excited to wear her to a con when that eventually happens again. Moving on from Hilda, the next Fire Emblem costume that I started working on was Yuri, his pre-timeskip design. This was one that I started working on Twitch. It was the first cosplay that I started consistently streaming the process of, so I don't really have a video that's coming out of him. It's more just was in the moment VODs that I was doing on my channel there. I made his jacket and also styled his wig all on camera. I still have to make his cape and do some of the smaller details, which again is something that I plan to do in the next couple weeks. The next set of things that I made are some stuff that I did when I wanted to take a break from cosplay and just work through some of the fabric that I had in my stash. So one of those things is the cute top that I'm wearing right now that I used one of these vintage patterns for that my grandma had given me. It usually is a bodysuit, but I cropped it to be a top with this really adorable yoke. I think this will look great under some Lolita JSKs for a more casual look. I also made a really cute pair of pants using a pattern from Mood that is available for free. And I also made a baby blanket as a gift to one of my coworkers. Last year I made his daughter, for her first birthday, a really cute doll, so I wanted to keep the tradition going and make something just as cute for her this year. So the next costume that I worked on was my outfit for Halloween. Even though as a cosplayer I have a huge wardrobe of things to technically choose from for Halloween, I also love to make new things for any occasion, so of course I decided to do something a little bit more out of the box for this costume. For Halloween specifically, I like doing things that are kind of stereotypically like Halloween costume-wise, either something traditionally spooky or something that like a kid normally would cosplay for Halloween. So going off of that, I thought that like a cowboy look would be good, so I decided to cosplay as Orville Peck for Halloween this year. And to go along with that, Christina decided to also be a musical artist, and she chose Marshmallow, so we had a really cute sort of group cosplay going on there. So we're getting it down to the wire now. In November, I made a deer onesie for Christina that we were going to wear for our Christmas card photo shoot that we did as Hillclawed. I had already bought a kigurumi for myself of a deer, and I figured for her I would just make one using like a random kigurumi pattern online and then adding all of the details to make it look more like a deer. So the last thing that I have been working on that I will hopefully have done by the end of 2020 are these ears for Chrissy and Francine, which is the next group cosplay that me and Christina are going to be doing. As you can see, I have Chrissy's here and Francine's is still in pieces, but I do have the base already done, so that I hopefully will be able to finish these in like a week or so. So that brings us all the way to the end of the year, and now I ask the question, what the heck am I going to be working on in 2020? I have two main cosplays coming up that are both couple cosplays, if you can say that, with the joke being that me and Christina always cosplay siblings. The first set are the ones I just showed before of Chrissy and Francine, the bunny sisters from Animal Crossing. And the second set is going to be the Tyler sisters from Yu-Gi-Oh! Arc 5. With the bunny sisters, I'm going to be making the costumes all myself based on the design that I have, and the second one is going to be more of a collaborative process of me and Christina both making our own costumes. Until cons really become a thing again, I'm going to be shifting a lot of my sewing energy into making things I can wear on a more daily basis. Like with this top, I want to make more things I can incorporate into a Lolita wardrobe, so I'm going to try and make my first JSK and OP this year. Those are my plans going forward. Hopefully you guys will join me on Twitch and also for videos on this channel focusing on those topics. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like it and consider subscribing if you did. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!